Hi friends, hope you are doing well. So I did review of the 5 of the Parfum d'Empire fragrances the other day, and then I tried, I think, it's like that 10 today, and I waited for the dry down to make a video. I did the initial impressions in a live. Feel free to check that out. But this is the video basically focusing on these fragrances. So thank you, Darius or Delise, for sending these samples to me. The first one that we have here, these fragrances are very interesting because I like the way they've done the box, because there's a little bit of the description here in back here. So the first one I have is Un Bel Amour d'été. So that is Forever Love, Forever Summer, Forever Flowers, Flesh Soft Corollas, exalting, exhaling freshly scents, gardenia melding skin and petals, radiant magnolia, exotic champaca, conjure the mad intensity of the season of passion on the beach. So this one, yeah, my initial impression was that it is quite like a lot of white florals, and like magnolia is not really my favorite in this one, and gardenia is done in a little bit of a vintage way. So, and still those two are the most prominent in this one, and I am not a fan of this one. Let me see if I have the notes out in here, because I thought they had iris in this in the notes, but I did not smell any iris in here. So let me take a look. Look like in the alpha isomethylionine. So yeah, that would be your iris, but I do not smell that one in here. So there will be that. I am disappointed that there aren't enough iris in here. Sorry for all the noise. Do we still have it in here? Probably not. I'll take a look. Sorry for guys that I'm not really prepared to open it up here, because I thought I'll do it just in the this together. So yeah, the notes in this one are ylang ylang, gardenia, champaca, cumin, magnolia, turmeric, vanilla, and sandalwood. That's really gardenia and magnolia and those kind of white flowers. I don't know what the champaca smells like, but those are standing out for me, and for that reason, this is not for me. So there's that. Let's put that away. The second one I have here is the Ambre Russe. The description of the fragrance says, okay, rich and passionate, this intense elixir, the opulence of the Russian Empire, is conjured by the golden warmth of ambergris, intensified by vibrant spices, the smoky aroma of Russian tea, and spirituality of incense. So now, the first time I smelled this one, it was a few days ago, and I did get something very wrong in the opening. That something was really atrocious in the opening of this fragrance. I'm not sure if that's vodka or like maybe a little bit of I don't know, the fragrance stuck in the tube, and it did smell terrible. Um, and then it settled down very quickly, maybe like within 10 seconds, it settled down to a beautiful amber. Um, and yesterday, yes, when I was doing the live, I did try it on my skin, and on the skin, it turned out very beautiful, and with kind of this cinnamon, amber, like tea, juniper, really resinous with the incense. Those came out on my skin. So I'm not sure what happened the first time, but it's apparently I'm not the only one who had that experience the first time for this one. So I'm not sure what's going on or what the reason for that was, but watch out. So try it out first before you you buy a bottle. But the thing is, like, that phase lasts for about 10 seconds, not too long. The next one I have here is Fougere Bengale. Sorry, notes for the Ambre Russe are vodka, champagne, cinnamon, Russian leather, tea, coriander, birch, juniper, amber, incense, and musk. Next one I have here is Fougere Bengale. remember liking this one. So this one has the notes of, where did the notes go here? The notes of lavender, ginger, tea, mint, hay, tobacco, pepper, oak moss, tonka bean, patchouli, and vanilla. So, sorry. With this one, the notes of the green notes really, stick out. The lavender, ginger, tea, mint, and I get a little bit of a smokiness and tonka and vanilla in the base. It's beautiful, and it kind of stayed on the blotter for a day, which is kind of really impressive. So there's that. And what does the description say here is this untamed scent for adventurous travelers kicks off with English barbershop lavender and lands in the rich hay scent of Asian tea plantations, blonde tobacco softened the tonka bean, conjure the savannas of India. There you go. Let's do one more, and then I'll do another video for the rest. The one I'm thinking of is, let's do Azemour. So like I'm gonna do Azemour. So this one, Azemour, and this is hold on a second, what it says. Sunny and moving. This landscape scent inspired by an orange grove in Azemour, Morocco, displays all facets of the orange tree, the fruit's bright zest and juicy flesh, crunchy green leaves, heady blossoms, and mossy bark. And I remember this being very, very orangey, like really true, and very happy fragrance. Not a lot of it left on the blotter. So this one has orange, clementine, tangerine, Amalfi lemon, galbanum, grapefruit, coriander, caraway, pepper, pink pepper, cassis, neroli, African orange flowers, suede, geranium, rose, oak moss, and cypress, and hay. So what I smell the most out of it, it's all the clementine, and they kind of like clementine when you just peel it, and also the orange, a little bit of the juiciness of that. It did smell a little bit like tiny bit of geranium there. I smelled yesterday. Not much of it left in here, so I can't really comment much on that. But the oak moss or like hay or cypress aren't very strong in this one. So, or maybe I did smell cypress yesterday, but not oak moss and hay. It is a gorgeous fragrance nonetheless. Very, very happy and uplifting. Okay, so let's keep it. Here, there was that. Maybe I'll do the glue I did. Okay, so let's keep the next 5 for the next video, and I shall see you guys later. Guys, if you like the content, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you like the content of the channel, and I shall see you later. Bye bye.